Well, turning to some headlines this morning, with those wildfires still raging in Southern California, people are answering the call to disaster relief, working alongside the American Red Cross. Parker Brown has more in our top story this morning.
Even from thousands of miles away, the devastation in Los Angeles County was too much for some South Dakotans to ignore. Many volunteers from the upper Midwest have already made their way to the front lines.
As the number of displaced families continues to climb, relief couldn't be more pressing. American Red Cross's disaster program manager for the Eastern South Dakota chapter, Rob Ruland, says that the Minnesota-Dakotas region is the leading region for sending volunteers to national disasters.
A very high number of volunteers out of the three-state region have responded to this call for help or assistance today. It's very uplifting to see our volunteers willing to do whatever they need to help those in need.
While the Red Cross also jumps into action locally for smaller disasters, large disasters require plenty of resources. For example, there are still hundreds of volunteers out east since the wreckage of Hurricanes Milton and Helene.
I just actually returned from North Carolina earlier this fall. I responded after the hurricane struck out there. Seeing everybody come from different backgrounds and doing what they can to provide opportunity and shelter and just comfort to those that have been displaced by disasters, a very rewarding experience.
They don't yet have an exact number of how many South Dakotans have answered the call to volunteer this time, in part because the situation is evolving, and each day, Ruland sees more volunteers ready to be sent. They will also likely be sending a vehicle and trailer this upcoming week to help meet the needs of those left with nothing.
The American Red Cross's primary goal right now is ensuring that everybody has a safe place to stay at night and that they're being fed and have food opportunities with being displaced.
In Sioux Falls, Parker Brown, Dakota News Now.